In 2017, Big Shaq went viral across the planet. His song Man's Not Hot wasn't just a meme, it was a cultural moment. Celebrities were quoting it, the internet was flooded with remixes, and the phrase "the thing goes became a global catchphrase. But just 1 year later, Big Shaq disappeared. Today, I'm going to explain the story behind the character and where the hell he went. To understand Big Shaq, you need to understand the man behind him. Michael Dapaah, born in 1991 in Croydon, South London, wasn't trying to be a rapper. His Ghanaian parents wanted him to study science to become a doctor, but Michael's passion was film.
I was born here, went to live with my grandparent in Ghana for like 5 years. Then I was in South Africa for like 3 years. Then he came back, you come back here and it's just like, yo, bro, it's like another world. We're staying on the council estate. It was hard.
He wanted to be an actor, comedian, filmmaker with big dreams of making it in entertainment.
I got into sixth form. A few other people, they were going to drama and I was going upstairs to physics. And then I was just standing on the stairs like, damn, bro, like, I wish I was going drama. After that, I got kicked out of sixth form because I didn't make the grades.
Yeah.
And then not long after that, I went away on a government holiday. I was in like a youth institution. I was there for like 6 months. But I was young, I was about like 16.
Would you say that kind of, once you came out of that, did that kind of shape you differently, or was it
1
more
million
of a...
percent.
Okay.
1 million percent. That experience for me, it was life changing because that's where I discovered, okay, cool, I'm going back to what I really want to do.
He studied theatre, film and acting at Brunel University and spent years developing comedy characters inspired by London street culture. He graduated in 2014, but at 18 years old, Michael would have his biggest setback yet.
I had like a mad fire, and it started from my room, and it was my little brother. He was playing with like
The can. Ooh, that's dangerous.
I was downstairs and bruv, like, just lost everything. I had a white t-shirt, a pair of combats, Air Force Ones, and then just some socks, bro. And that was,
How old are you when this happened?
I must have been like 17, 18.
After the house fire, he began working at Vodafone. He knew that he was sitting on a gold mine with the characters and stories that he'd written, and he just needed one more person to give him that push to leave everything behind and go for his dreams. And that's when he met Marv Brown, and the build-up of all of this, as well as losing one of his closest friends to suicide, finally gave Michael the push to leave his job, his stable income and everything behind and go for exactly what he wanted. Comedy. In May 2017, the two decided to launch a mockumentary style series on YouTube somewhere in London. It was part The Office, part Top Boy, with fake characters moving through South London pretending to chase fame and street credibility. It was low budget but genuinely funny, and when the 6 episodes debuted on YouTube, they gained over 1 million views collectively pretty fast. Michael played multiple characters like Dr. Ofori.
Is the one and only Dr. Ofori, the name that you can trust. The name that is a must.
MC Quakes.
It's your boy, MC Quakes. I'm a poet and a rapper.
And Roadman Shaq.
My name's Shaq. I'm from the roads, innit?
One of my favourites is Patrick, a funny but irritating police officer who speaks in a Cockney accent with a lisp.
Hello, mate. Yeah, my name's Patrick Clover. You call me Patrick? Yeah, don't call me Pat. You don't know me like that, no.
In one episode, he confiscates a black boy's trainers because the boy couldn't prove that he'd bought them. One of the characters, Roadman Shaq, was a loudmouthed, clueless guy who dressed like a drill rapper, but he didn't actually rap. He didn't take off his jacket, he exaggerated everything, and he thought he was way harder than he really was.
Where's this thing going, by the way? If it's going to the feds and that, man, I'll lock off the camera from him. I'll bang the camera over, cuz everything cool, yeah? Flipping, like, do you get me? Man's trying to come off the roads, innit?
On the 29th of August 2017, Michael Dapaah appeared on BBC Radio 1 Extra's Fire in the Booth, hosted by Charlie Sloth, a real rap music platform in the UK, which has hosted almost every successful rapper, not just from the UK but worldwide. The original plan for the skit was for MC Quakes and Shakes, who's played by his younger brother, to promote their new single, Balance.
You need to know the balance. Balance. NatWest balance. Balance. Barclays balance. 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 Everywhere you go, the balance. Balance. Even your girlfriend's balance. Balance. The balance. Balance.
MC Quakes had his bars ready, but when it was time for Roadman Shaq, he was frustrated that Charlie Sloth wasn't respecting him. So when he went in the booth, he let his heart out, some pre-written, some off his head, all over 6-7 and Giggs' instrumental of Let's Lurk. It was simply meant to be a comedy sketch, but what happened next changed his life forever. The clip blew up instantly, not just in the UK, but worldwide. He was used to fans sharing his videos, but this was on another level, and it lasted for weeks. The fake freestyle went viral for two simple reasons. It was actually funny, and it weirdly slapped. Celebrities reposted it, memes took over Twitter and the internet. Even LeBron James was quoting Big Shaq. Michael Dapaah knew he had to jump on this as soon as possible, and he wasted absolutely no time. By the 22nd of September, a full studio track of the song was released, and a month later, by the 26th of October, he dropped the official music video for Man's Not Hot. During the video, you can see him in LA rubbing shoulders with DJ Khaled, Lil Yachty, as well as a cameo from UK YouTuber Chunks, whose character went under the alias
Ask me. Ask me.
and suddenly the joke had a Billboard charting single. Talking of jokes, around 95% of you who watch my videos are not subscribed. What are you doing? Hit the subscribe button, help me out. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you're looking for some clean UK rap posters for your wall, make sure you go click the link in my description where there's options for UK rap posters that aren't available anywhere else. After Man's Not Hot dropped, the song peaked at number 3 in the UK, went platinum and charted in countries like Australia, New Zealand and even the US. Dapaah was booked for festivals, red carpets, even BET and BBC interviews, all while staying in character. He got the chance to perform at the FIFA Awards in front of some of the greatest football players of all time, including Luka Modric.
Old type Modric, my brother. He's got the pumpy, big team. Old type Salah, my guy. He's got the frisbee.
And Neymar. Until the rise of Central C in the early 2020s, Big Shaq was one of, if not the most well-known UK rapper outside the UK. People still didn't know it was a character from a comedy skit, and yet Big Shaq had become the first rapper from the UK to successfully cross the pond to America and achieve this level of virality. Michael Dapaah even said himself that he didn't think much of people still taking him seriously and that they'd eventually find out, but for many people outside the UK, it took them far longer to see this, and instead of becoming a comedy video, it was a way to drag UK rap fans. It was one of the fastest viral ascents in UK comedy music history, but that rapid rise came with a cost. The character Michael Dapaah had created had become a monster, and now he was stuck in the jacket. The more Big Shaq blew up, the harder it became to separate the comedian from the character. To most fans, Big Shaq wasn't a sketch, he was the artist. Many of the people who discovered Big Shaq never knew him as Roadman Shaq. They definitely didn't know him as MC Quakes or Dr. Afori. So that meant Michael Dapaah had two choices: keep feeding the character with more memes and music, or try to transition back into his real career, comedy, acting, filmmaking. So he tried both. An example of people not seeing the difference between the character and comedian was when Michael appeared on popular American radio show The Breakfast Club, where he managed to keep a cool head as one of the hosts, Charlemagne, disrespected him to his face the entire interview, shutting down anything Michael said, being rude to his face and saying that people don't care about him and only care about Big Shaq.
Yeah, my name's Michael Dapaah.
Michael Dapaah.
That's right.
Hey, you call you Big Shaq. You got famous from being Big Shaq. We're gonna call you Big Shaq. Okay.
Big Shaq.
Let me tell you where you fucked up, right? You fucked up because
You telling me I effed up?
yes, I'm gonna tell you what.
Talk to me.
You should have just kept doing the character, man. You should have been here on the Breakfast Club as the character. You should have never let nobody know it wasn't real.
So now the song, the freestyle, has actually hit the charts too. So
Yeah.
you're making money off of it
Yes, you're
It's on the charts. What charts?
in the UK.
Oh,
Why is it what charts like that?
I'm just asking.
Oh,
I didn't know
Hey,
it was a-
yeah,
that's
he
your
didn't know you
clothing
were
line?
referencing a movie.
No. This is a clothing line from the UK.
So fake Gucci is popular in the UK?
Oh, this is not fake. Don't do that. This is criminal damage. They're trying a thing, man. You know, we support. You know, you got to support your own. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let me see. That look
Yeah.
like Gucci. Don't that look like fake Gucci?
Don't do that.
I
Don't
think
do
he
that.
was-
Well, tell them where to follow you because Angelique's getting bored with you. That's why she's packing
Nah.
up.
In 2018, he dropped a follow-up single, Man Don't Dance. It had buzz, but not nearly the same spark, sitting on 400 million views, less than the original Man's Not Hot, peaking at number 78 in the UK charts, and featuring more faces from the UK in the music video, including KSI. He also tried to use the Big Shaq platform to showcase his other characters and created more scripted content, but most of the audience didn't care. They just wanted more Big Shaq. By 2019, Big Shaq had become a victim of his own virality. His later music releases struggled to chart, the meme had run its course, and the internet, always hungry for the next thing, had already moved on. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, Dapaah, the actual creator, was quietly trying to reinvent himself, but it was hard to rebrand when all people saw was a parody. Interviews, appearances and festival slots slowed down, the jokes stopped trending, man was no longer hot, to put it bluntly. Despite being a talented writer, performer and businessman, Michael Dapaah found himself stuck in the one-hit wonder zone. He'd gone viral, but virality had an expiration date, and in a world of short attention spans, Big Shaq's clock had run out. He continued to release some more songs in the years following, including Bust It Down, Chicken Shop Freestyle and Anti-Freestyle, but Michael Dapaah realised at this point it was time to push his focus elsewhere. After the viral wave, Dapaah returned to scripted content, releasing more episodes and sketches under the Swill brand. Swill became a polished mini-series on YouTube with better production, combining skits, social commentary and new characters. He also began shifting toward docu-comedy formats, blending real conversations with humour, giving himself more range than Big Shaq ever allowed. With his series on YouTube, he started to build a brand that was away from Big Shaq that was still picking up traction. He still cleverly monetized his Big Shaq fame, and now being a recognisable face among the younger generation, he was able to land himself high-profile brand deals, collaborations with Google, Beats, Call of Duty, Lucozade, Spotify, and more. At one point, it was pretty hard to go on YouTube and not see his face, not from his YouTube videos, but from all the ads that he was in. As of 2025, Michael Dapaah is still active, but on his own terms. He's focused more on writing, producing and creative business ventures. He occasionally brings back Big Shaq for fun skits or cameos, and he's also been involved in philanthropy, speaking at schools and hosting documentary style series about culture and identity. So while the character may have faded, the creator behind it quietly thrived, still accumulating around 1 million views a month on YouTube, with successful content also being posted to his 2.7 million followers across TikTok and Instagram.
Early retirement, there's something I always wanted to do for you, and it's behind you here. Oh God, this is amazing.
Big Shaq wasn't just a meme. This was a level of virality which was extremely rare for a British content creator. But viral fame comes fast and it fades even faster. He'd created something iconic, but also something that he couldn't control. The internet loves viral trends, but it also loves to forget them. So while Big Shaq blew up overnight, Michael Dapaah definitely didn't. He stayed, reinventing himself with a lot of patience, where many people would get tied too closely to one character and fall off with them. Nevertheless, he lives to tell the tale, but he's never gonna have to because I just made this video.